Hello, beautiful creators. Rebecca here, your Vibe mentor, bringing you another video on how to raise your vibration so you can live your best life. How are you? Hopefully you're watching this video close to the time of, December 2nd, 2021. If not, it's been crazy, just so you know. And it's important to look at what lesson we are being asked to learn in this moment. And of course, this will apply down the road, whether or not you're watching it in this time of December 2nd, 2021, or at any time in your life when you have a very difficult circumstance that is asking you to learn and grow. And so currently, we are in very intense eclipse energies. We've got upcoming Venus retrograde, which is essentially we're in the shadow phase. We've got Saturn, Uranus approaching in less than 23 days, 22 days. And then on top of that, the United States is starting its Pluto return. So tension, 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 and more tension. It's interesting because a lot of people that I've talked to recently have been saying that they just feel, even under psychic attack, that the intensity is just so much. And I liken it to being in the trash compactor that Han Solo was in Star Wars, where you just feel like the walls are closing in. And that can happen at any point in life. It doesn't have to be this exact moment in time. And when we feel like the stress and the pressure of the world is too much, we have to go within. Of course, anytime we're struggling or anytime we want to create or manifest, we have to go within, because it's always going to be as within, so without. And so this, of course, has led me to my most recent epiphany, which is amazing and awesome. And I'm so happy to be able to share that with you. So when you look at manifestation, we've all heard all of the tips and tricks, change your password and write it on sticky notes and, be as if and live in the vibration and all these things. And yes, all of those things matter, but there's more to it. And this is what the gift of these energies has brought to me most recently, and I am excited to share with you. And so when we look at ourselves, we've talked before about asking with assumption, asking with knowing, and not asking from a place of lack or desperation. When we say, please God, please help me, right? That is not the vibration that we want to put out. And yet, when you're in it, you're in the muck, and everything is crashing all around you. Your house is falling apart, your family's falling apart, your relationship's falling apart, your money's falling apart, your health is falling apart. Not sure what else there could be, but anything in life, when you're in the middle of the muck, it's like, how the hell, and I don't really swear, but I need to emphasize this, like, how the F am I supposed to do this? Like, I can't, right? That's the term that we want to use. That's what we want to say is, I can't. And again, it's in the I can't, we've hit that roadblock again. And so I've been working with this type of meditation and learning about healing and working on limiting beliefs with people. And what I've found is that when we can go to our God source creator and we can command, we can request in a commanding way, that there is a power behind that we are sparks of God energy. We are creators. And there's a reason why I chose that to start every video is you are a creator, and you are creating, whether you realize it or not, every day, all day long. And it is really a question of where are you creating from? Are you creating from fear of the past in depression? Are you creating from fear of the future in anxiety? Are we on autopilot thinking thoughts that we've always thought, 80,000 thoughts a day, 90% of them are repetitive. So you could boil that down to maybe 8,000 unique thoughts. And then how many of those are constructive? How many of those are creating a positive environment? So yes, there are so many facets to manifestation. And I really even hesitate to call it that, because this term manifestation has almost gained a negative connotation in that we passively sit by and draw it to us. And there is a magnetism that has to happen. We are drawing it in. We have to be in that feminine receptive energy for it to come to us. But we are not passive bystanders. We are not there's an assumption of weakness, or that it will be done for us, and we are creating this. We know the term co-creation. We have heard it for so long, and yet there has been this tiny missing piece, and yet it is probably the most critical piece out there, is that we are rising above, we are going to the highest levels, and we are connecting with our God source energy and saying, I command this healing of this belief of lack in my life. I command it, and I know it to be true. It is done, it is done, it is done. Thank you. Show me. Right? That it's beyond knowing. It is knowing that our creative abilities are a gift from God, and there's a reason why we haven't been able to figure this out yet. And I truly believe this is the task of the moment for me and those in this community, because we are together in this. We are learning how to direct our God-given gifts. We have magic within us. We are creators, and we are here to create heaven on earth. We're kind of like, I don't know. I'm not good with the movies, but we are the young magician trying to figure out how to use his wand, right? Our words are magic. Our vibration is creating. And so when we can connect with that God source energy and say, I command, I request and command, because there is a level of humility, because we are not God. And there is a level of co-creation, because he, she, it, they, them, all of the everything that is really, truly in control. And so we have to learn how to wield that ability that has been gifted to us within the realm of integrity and authenticity and divine good for all, right? We can't just go and say, I command the Ferrari, and therefore I have everything I need, and I'm off to live a good life and not going to help anybody, right? There's a level of integrity and contribution that is going to have to be part of that. But when you are in alignment, when you are following your guidance, when you are humble and knowing that you are not God, but you are a God spark, that you can command this energy to bring about healing for the pain in your body, to bring about healing for the lack mentality, to bring about healing for your finances, to bring about healing for your family or for your home or for your country or for Mother Earth. That we do possess those abilities as long as we have everything in alignment. Of course, again, this is just one piece of it. But if you feel like you've studied manifestation and you're really trying to understand your creative abilities, but you haven't quite been able to figure it out, I highly, 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 highly recommend reaching out to me so that we can have a session. I'm learning how to do this for other people, and it's working, and I'm so excited. It's worked for me, it's working for other people, and we can heal this. We can shift these beliefs in an instant. Call it a 20-30 minute meditation. There has to be a conversation around what the belief is and what we need to shift, and then we connect and we ask for that divine healing, as well as the clarity of truth around our beliefs and how those need to be replaced. And then we command it, and we say, it is done, it is done, it is done. Thank you, show me. Right? This is powerful, you guys. This is life-changing, and we are, like I said, this Pluto return for the U.S. I have realized there's people out here who are in this community who are not from the U.S., and it's not all about me. I understand that, in fact, things are much worse in other places, and my heart goes out to you, and I really want to help you fix this. What was my point? Oh, yes. Pluto return is impacting, obviously, the U.S., but it is all connected, of course. And it is the destruction of the struggles in the world today, and it is the rebirth of heaven on earth. And you are part of this. If you're here watching me, you are part of this family, and you are meant to see this, and you play a role in this. And we need you to be able to create. We need you to command your God-given gifts and to get out of that false belief that your circumstances, the external world, is any kind of confine. It's not. It looks like it is, but it's not. You are creating it, and it's not going to shift, right? We have a 30-minute meditation, and then all of a sudden you're in this new world, but piece by piece it starts to show itself. one healing here, one healing there, one progress there, one step towards a new location. If you need to get out of a country where you're being suppressed, or if you need to command healing for your body, it's going to be one cell at a time, one step at a time, but it will happen, and it can happen, and it is your belief. Number one, first and foremost, it is your belief that gets in the way. If you look at this video and say, that won't work for me, you're right. Henry Ford said it, and he said it best. If you think you can or you think you can't, you are right. So when you're ready, and only when you are ready, because you are the only person that can do this for yourself, it will change. And if you reach out to someone, you do need to do it with someone, so you have that mirror, so someone can kind of talk you through and say, okay, I'm starting to see this theme of this core belief, and we can't see our shadow, right? Well, we can see our shadow. We can't see our blind spot. When we're driving in the car, it's similar. We have these patterns. I have dug so deep into all of this, and then I go talk to my coach, and I'm like, yeah, I'm doing this. And she's like, what about your mom? And I'm like, yeah, she did that. Oh, yeah, there's that pattern. Without that mirror, I wasn't seeing it. So nobody's perfect. I'm not perfect, but I'm here for you, and I'm your guide, and maybe just 2 steps ahead. So I've got this figured out, and I can show you how. And it's amazing. So yes. We are in a death. We are in a death of everything that we know. And that seems scary. But the beauty is, in destruction is rebirth. And if you've heard it before, I'll apologize beforehand, but I like the analogy of cleaning out a closet. Imagine this closet is full of stuff and the door has been kind of tightly shut, so that the stuff won't fall out. And we've opened the door and the stuff is falling out. And the stuff has been there all along, and we just were ignoring it. We couldn't see it. It was hidden from us, or we didn't want to see it. Whatever the case is, it may be one or the other or both. Doesn't matter. The stuff has fallen out, and it has to come out. It has to lay out on the floor and make this huge, massive mess, and we're all uncomfortable trying to step around it and maneuver it and figure out what to do with it. And we got to find the moldy apple cores, and we got to find the yucky banana peels and whatever other disgusting sludge has been hidden away in that closet, and we have to start throwing it away. And we have to start piece by piece by piece, peeling back and getting rid and cleaning up and organizing and tossing and reorganizing and setting it back on the shelf and creating new structures and creating new methods of doing things and a whole new way of life. And it's okay, because we will get to the other side and we will survive and we will be better for it. And you, again, even if you feel like you're in it and you're a prisoner to your circumstances, I can promise you this. This came from the divine. This is not my belief. This is what I've seen work for me in my own life, and I'm seeing work in other people's lives. You can start to create your own bubble of heaven on earth within the current confines. If you need to get out and you set that intention that I need to get out, then it will start to come to you piece by piece, opportunity by opportunity. The pieces of the puzzle will start to fit together. So this has gone on longer than I planned. I really just wanted to tell you I have found a new, amazing, super effective tool, and it is knowing your divinity, knowing your God spark energy is capable of commanding these creations without the undercurrent of lack and desire, and it is possible for you. So I love you. I love you. I love you so, so much. And I am here for you. All of the info is below if you want to connect with me for coaching or follow me in all the other places. So like, subscribe, share, comment, at least say hi. Let me know you're here. I love you.